All right, here's a question for you. What do a violent brick-throwing mob, graham crackers, vegetarians, and Maine have in common? Well, more than you might think.
In 1834, a man named Sylvester Graham visited Maine to offer lectures on eating vegetarian. At the time, Graham was extremely popular because he was the namesake for graham crackers, those crunchy, sometimes cinnamon-dusted delights we still enjoy today. He believed people's diet should be based on whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. No meat, no spices, and no alcohol or tobacco.
His lectures led to some tensions when Graham visited Portland in June of 1834. Maine journalist Avery Yale Camilla picks the story up from here.
There was an anti-Graham lecture that took place at the same time he was lecturing. Those men who went to that likely marched on the Temple Street Chapel where he was speaking and threw bricks through the window and stopped the lecture, and Graham was never able to pick it up again. And people didn't really know why, and because they knew Graham was a vegetarian, that's what he was known for. They said, well, it's probably because he's trying to make all these husbands and children eat his whole wheat bread, so obviously there would be a riot. But that's probably not what happened. It was probably because he was talking about women's rights issues to a women-only crowd, and that summoned the mob. The 1834 Graham riot is not in any Maine history book that I've ever seen. It's really not talked about.
This is just one of the stories that Avery Yale Camilla came across during her research for Maine's Untold Vegetarian History, an exhibit now at the Maine Historical Society. Avery and John Babin worked on the project together. John says the idea came to them after Avery uncovered story after story neither of them had ever heard before.
They learned Maine's ties to vegetarian culture go back further than many people realize. In fact, a meatless diet has been a part of food culture for centuries. However, it wasn't until the 1850s when canning was introduced that a vegetarian lifestyle was truly accessible.
This is revolutionary because now you have fresh food in the winter. That's obviously a big change for everyone, but it's a change for vegetarians too, because now they have access to fruits and vegetables year-round. And at the same time that that's happening, food manufacturing is changing in America, and we're going from a situation where people mostly ate what they grew in their gardens and had accessible right in their local community to economy where food is imported and it's produced in a factory.
These stories and more are featured in Maine's Untold Vegetarian History at the Maine Historical Society. For hours and ticket information, you can head to their website.